All right. Welcome to another video. This is Tyron here with We Auto Detailing. Today we got another detail with an Audi. We're gonna do the inside and outside, just a basic detail on the maintenance side. So we're gonna start with the interior and then work our way to the exterior. We're gonna go over some hats if you all don't know them, and then hopefully I can help you out with your detailing. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we're gonna start with just some quick hats. So to get started with the vehicle, you always want to start on the inside to prevent any dust from getting on the outside of the vehicle once it's clean. On that, when you start the vacuum, you always want to pull your front seats up to allow you to be able to get completely under the seats when you're doing your detail. Uh, also, uh, I like to get everything set up before I start working, as opposed to you know starting and stopping to remove stuff out of the vehicle. Happy Sunday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a great day so far. So currently we have a very dirty car. As you can see, it's a lot of dirt in here. So we're focusing on removing any dirt there is and removing all the big items so that when I start my detail, I don't have to worry about moving it and all that stuff once I get started. So first step is just removing all the car seats, removing all the big items, and getting prepared for my vacuum. How you doing, Bobby? Bobby J, what's going on with you? So right now, what I'm doing is just removing all the dirt, moving all my big items, getting ready to start my vacuum. You can't vacuum with all this stuff in here, so it's best to just take it out, and so you can get everything together. Another tip or hack for detailing is it's a good idea to use like a pressure washer or something to rinse off your mats once you get ready to, clean your mats in the vehicle. So I clean this car on a monthly basis now. She just signed up for the monthly membership, so hopefully after this go round, it won't get this dirty. In the past, we have washed the car, but it hasn't been frequently, so it's kind of like on the on basis. Enveso. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. All right, so I got all my mats out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my vacuum. So I usually start my vacuum in the back because I like to go from the back to the front. So that's another nice tip for you all when detailing. Is always for the most part, best to start from the back to the front. That way you can work your way forward, especially if you like me and you move your seats up so that you can get completely underneath the seats before you start. So, so my job currently right now is just to make sure we are all set up to start the details. So once we start, we don't have to keep starting and stopping, and you know, move as much of this stuff out the way before we get started. So this is an Audi. Seems like a newer version. And then we also put everything back in for the customer once we're all done with the details. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started with our vacuum. All right. So you got to turn the vacuum on because their machine power is not working. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started now. Y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned. We about to get ready. I just want to get everything set up before I get started. All right. So believe it or not, this is the cleanest this car has ever been since I started cleaning it. So I'm happy to see that for sure. This client just had a baby, so I'm pretty sure they're working on trying to keep the car clean for the baby. All right. So another tip is for the seat, you definitely want to go ahead and vacuum the seats out first, and then you want to get you a steam cleaner to get all in between the cracks here, and you can also beat it. Sometimes the stuff that gets in between the holes will come out. All right, so y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We finishing up this vacuum. So you gotta make sure you get completely underneath these seats. As a detailer, it's very important to get detailed when you detailing these vehicles, meaning that we're getting the areas that people don't usually know. to even look, and that's what like makes you different. So here's another tip: whenever you have the seats like this, it's a good idea to shake it and all the stuff that fell in between the seats will start falling out. Therefore, you don't have to keep going over it every time you drop the seat and pull it back up. So uh, that's just a tip I learned over time, and it's definitely very helpful. So all right, so all right, so I'm working on the third row of the vehicle. It's going to be hard to put the camera to position it for you all to see, but right now I'm just making sure I got underneath all the rows in the third row. Appreciate y'all for stopping in. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Uh, this is basically what I do, man. Most of the time, all I'm doing right now is live streaming um, the details that I have on a daily basis, so people can see, like, what it's like as a detailer on a daily basis, um, especially as a mobile detailer. There's always a lot of different vehicles and a lot of different scenarios. Every detail is not done always the same, especially like with the shampoos, even like, random stuff. So like people love like to say that there's so many different ways to do the same thing. And I believe that's true because, you know, there's no right way to do the right thing. So you just gotta continue to like do the thing that you do and then adjust with whatever comes with that. So over time we have built a system where we just continue to wash cars every single day. And as time goes on, as things change, we adjust with it. Uh, the newer cars, the Teslas, that's one of the biggest things in the detailing industry because now you got to learn how to work with the different types of vehicles. So that vehicle is made out of stainless steel. So now as a detailer, we got to adjust with the industry and learn how to detail a stainless steel vehicle the correct way. So, um, like even with all these different plastics and metals right here, vehicles didn't always have that. So, as you go through your detailing, you just get better at learning how to do these things. And the more vehicles you see and do, you just kind of like develop your own way of doing it. Of course, you got to be careful with the glass and the different material that we are cleaning. So you just got to be careful and learn the skill over time to get better at it. Oh, yeah. So this vehicle is pretty dirty, but it's going by pretty fast compared to like how I used to be when I first started detailing this vehicle. And like I say, I appreciate my clients that keep coming back to me. That means that I'm doing something right. So Like most of the vehicles I'm noticing that I'm on the phone with, most of these vehicles have like their repeat customers. So like I'm telling y'all this because that means that I know what I'm doing as a detailer. So hopefully you all listen and learn something from me. Uh, I may not be the most high production channel or anything like that, but when you see me detail, you seeing like what it really is like as a detailer, and you seeing everything that comes with it on a daily basis, and it's really just me. It's me and the little bit of equipment that I have that's helping me do the job. But a lot of this job is also skill based. Of course, you're just washing the car, so I mean, it's not like you're, you know, doing rocket science, but you still have to have the ability to know what to clean, how to clean it, and whatnot. So I have built that for myself by just how many cars I have cleaned over time. And anybody can learn this. It's not, like I said, it's not rocket science. Everybody should be able to detail a car within a couple of days. And if you, as you go on in detail, you'll learn different things about different cars because different cars have different compartments and stuff that people look for to be clean. But if you never cleaned that vehicle, you wouldn't know, you know, oh, I was supposed to clean air or such and so forth. So it's always good to talk to your client, let them know if you don't know much about the vehicle, uh, all those type of things that help because the goal is to make the client happy. So you have to communicate and let them know that if you haven't cleaned the vehicle or a certain type of vehicle and things like that, because that'll help you serve the client best. And also, when you're done with your detail, it's always good to ask the client, to let you know if there's anything you can correct to make the job better or to make them more happy with the job. Because at the end of this day, detailing is all about an experience. It's not about who's the best detailer. And anyone that tells you otherwise, they really don't know because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of detailers out there that detail better than me, but they don't make as much money as me. Or I'm pretty sure I detail better than a lot of other detailers, but I make more, but they make more money than me. And that can be just simple things as like knowing how to market better, knowing how to keep and retain customers, um, you know, things like that. So that's what makes the difference in different successful businesses. So what I'm doing now is I'm just teaching you all and telling you all different strategies, different ways to do things to get the same result as anyone else. So if you looking to come on here to find the perfect way to do this one thing, because this is what it means to be a certified detailer or whatever you're looking for, I think that this is not the place for it. My job is to show you how to make money, how to detail, show you the ins and outs of everything that you have to do, and what is considered to be the expectation. Because I think that's the big one. Like a lot of people, they don't know what expectations to look for or go for. So as an owner of a detailing company, a lot of the times my job is teaching expectations, and that's what I had to learn. Like, you know, you would think that you don't have to train other detailers sometimes, but sometimes it's not about the training, it's about what's expected. So, what one detailer may do or do consider as basic may be different from what you may consider as basic. So, when a customer book an appointment with your company over another company, and your basic may be superior to their basic, but in their brain, they don't know that your basic is this much intense compared to theirs, and that's why they didn't do what you do, and that's why they don't get the results that you get, and the customers don't come back the way that they come back for you. So a lot of people, they don't have anything to go off of, and they go off what they learned. So these videos are helping people with knowing what is the standard, what is the basic, what is the things that you know people look for to get satisfied customers. So me, I have a lot of satisfied customers. So if you're looking for a small business or any type of education on how to do so, all you have to do is watch all my videos and see the end result, and you will see, okay, this is the standard, this is what they look for, you know, and then you'll be able to adjust your detailing accordingly. Sometimes all it takes is a certain tool to be able to make a drastic result to what a customer may think of you, or a certain skill to know that you have to beat this to get the stuff that's stuck in between the seats. It's very simple things that can make the world biggest difference in the service that you provide. And then, it goes deeper into like skills with communicating, like with your customers, making sure the customer feels appreciated, making sure they are happy, making sure that they are up to date with every step that you're taking, making sure that you're being genuine with the pricing, with the service that you're providing, like not taking advantage of people, knowing your worth, you know, like a person that know their worth will get respected more than a person that try to try to negotiate with a customer that don't know their worth. A person will respect someone that knows what they're worth. So once you learn what you need to know, you have to be able to project that onto other people so that they can be able to respect you enough to know that, okay, he knows what he's doing. I'm not going to question it, and I'm going to trust him to do the job. And then once you do the job, we're set to build that relationship from there. So I think that it's all about building relationships and building trust with your customers. And once you do that, they won't question you in regards to anything or how you run your business, as long as you get them the results they want. And the old saying, like, you just need people to answer the phone and show up on time. That's the basic of a successful business. And once you get past that, then you'll be able to grow beyond what you expect, and it takes time to get there. So over time, continuing to do it over and over again every day, that's how you become rich. And I'm not rich monetarily, but I'm rich in my spirit because I know that I am capable of being rich someday at some point. I know that the age of the average millionaire, and I know that I can be there at that by that age, you know. So instead of trying to fast track it, what I gotta learn is how to just take it day by day because I'm gonna work. I'm gonna get the job done. I'm gonna provide service. I'm gonna make sure my customers happy. But when I get the money, it's all about learning to manage the money. Because there's the thing. First, you gotta learn how to get money. Then you gotta learn how to manage money. Then you gotta know how to grow money. So if you are learning those skills one by one, then you're gonna be stuck at one of those things. And a lot of people they get to the point where they make money but don't know how to keep it or preserve it or expand it. They just spend it. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm just saying that once you get yourself in a position where you have the money from your customers and you spending it correctly, then you will be able to offer better service because now you're not dependent on the business money to be a great business. Because the business makes the money and you're preserving the money, you're keeping the money, you're saving the money, and you're building the money. And when you build and grow your money, then you can be a better business because now you're not operating from a place of lack, a place of starvation, a place of needing it so much that you can't afford to go back out and do a job to make up for something you did wrong. Like, you know, so when you are in a better place financially in your business, you're able to be a better business person and you're able to make better business decisions and you're able to grow your business. So I think that there's uh, there's a time and a place when you're supposed to be at your best when it comes to this, and it's supposed to be top of mind. But there's also a time and a place when you're supposed to just focus on like your client because sometimes like goodwill, most of the time goodwill comes back to those who are willing to do good deeds. So what I mean by that is when you don't have it, when your business can't afford to do those things, when you can't think from a place of abundance, then you have to use your brain to be able to just give goodwill. And when you give goodwill, people you attract goodwill, and people do nice things for you. So it's just a process of learning how to be a good business owner with good morals and good ethics, and do right by people, and people do right by you. And that's how you your business and your name go a great representation, reputation, and you become good at what you do. And your business are you forever going to be in a good position to make money because you have built that great reputation. I can tell you right now that if I stop today, my business can keep running without me, and I'll still be able to make money from my business. And it won't be as much as what I'm used to making, but I'll still be able to make enough money to be able to pay some bills, live a nice life, and be all right. But it's not really about that. It's about building the skill first. So kind of why I'm here. I'm here doing these details. Disability, cosmic vision. How you doing, man? And then so the glorious 22. How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? All right, man. So, yeah, so I'm being productive, and most people they just have to be productive in order to grow. So let's keep it going, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment. Another day. So we working through this vacuum pretty fast. I'm pretty happy about the how long this detail is taking me so far. Most of my details takes about 2.5 to 2 hours, depending on how bad it is. But the way this detail is moving, it seems like it's going to be a pretty smooth detail. So the reason I'm so excited or happy about this detail in particular is because I'm so used to this car being like super dirty. So when I got here, I was like, oh man. But once I, got started on the car is like very clean. So definitely happy to be able to not have so much of a difficult detail. Brandon, what's up, man? Appreciate you for stopping by. So one major thing that you have to do on every car is you gotta get in between the car seats. You cannot skip this area. It's one of the main areas that customers look for to be seen. All right, y'all. So the car has been completely vacuumed with the exception of this one area right here. These are stuff that was in the client vehicle, the front seat of the client vehicle. So most of the stuff is probably important. So what I do when I see like important stuff in the client, I just kind of put it on the other side of the seat until I'm done with the vehicle. So we got keys and earrings and jewelry. So I'm gonna take this stuff and probably just sit it outside in a different area from the other stuff, so I can know exactly where to put this stuff back when I'm done. But so now I got all that stuff out, and it's time to move. Well, I'm gonna vacuum the seat, and then we'll get started on our steam cleaning and the interior wipe down. All right, there you go. So that's it for that. Vacuum. There you go. That's the type of vacuum I use. You can get it from Harbor Freight, the Golden God 47. Shout out to you. All right, so now I'm just getting my steamer and everything ready for my interior wipe down on the vehicle. Uh, so give me a few minutes while I transition from the vacuum to the interior wipe down. So I gotta get my tools. I use my steamer. I got a rag, two rags for the interior wipe down, and then also you gotta get you a brush. The brush helps you get in between the cracks, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I gotta fill up my steamer with water. All right, so my steamer filled up. It usually takes about 2 minutes or so for the steamer to get hot. So while my steamer is heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and start my wipe down, and then I just kind of catch up from where I left off at on the steamer once it gets hot. Yeah. All right, so I got my gloves. Let's go ahead and get this started. Should go by pretty fast. Interior looks pretty nice. So, like I said, everything pretty should go a lot smooth. And yeah, man, let's get this detail going. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. If y'all watching this, that means y'all see something that y'all like, that interests y'all, that brings some type of entertainment. We do this every single day, every other day as possible. So yeah, just go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. So while my steamers is getting heated up, I'm gonna just go ahead and start my wipe down. Hey, what's up, man? All right, my steamer should be just about hot by now. So, all right. So the spray, Lil Rob 8A, it's a this is Simply Clean. You can get it from like any type of store. It's like an all-purpose degreaser, so it's nothing really special about it. I just kind of like it because it's a cleaner and it's a nice cleaning spray. Uh, it's not too strong. When you thinking about a spray for the interior, you have to get something that's not strong because it can damage the plastic. But you also want to get something that like give that nice clean look and smell. So that's why I like this one because it has a nice clean smell, and then it also is not too strong where it damage the vehicle material. So Simply Green, you can get it from any like auto parts store, or you can also get it from like Walmart and other like grocery like stores that sells cleaning products. It's very convenient because most stores sell it, and that's kind of what I look for when I'm buying products and looking to switch to a certain product. Is I want a product that I can get quickly and conveniently, and also a product that they sell in different locations that I can pick up and be familiar with the performance that I'm gonna get from it. So that's another key detailing hack if you looking for those tips that can help you be a better at business and for your business. All right, so go ahead and put this on the other side for y'all. So when you using a steam cleaner, one thing that's important is you not spraying. a lot of too much liquids in the electronics of the vehicle. So when I get started on like the radio area, I can better show you all. But it's very important that you don't spray a lot of water because that can leave stains on the interior of the meters. Um, it can damage it. So that's a lot of things that can happen when you mix liquid with electronics. So the best thing to do is be very light when you spray any type of liquid anywhere near any type of electronics in the vehicle. And now they're starting to build these seats with heaters. So um, when I say heaters, it's heaters within the seats. So you kind of got to be careful at how much you're spraying on the actual seat as well. So that's something to think about when you're spraying on the vehicle. So what I do is I kind of just do some light sprays. Uh, Let that do. Sometimes if the seat is bad like this one, you kind of got no, you have no choice. But you know, just know that you have the risk of over wetting something if you spray too much. So I haven't really had any issues. I had one client say that it was wet still once they sat in their seat. I don't know how soon did they go sit in their seat once I left, but yeah, something to think about. All right, so this is kind of what I'm talking about when I say the electronics. So all these buttons and whatnot, you kind of just want to be careful around. Uh, I'm using my steamer for this, but most of the time, honestly, the brush is the best thing to use. And you don't spray directly on the material, you spray on the brush, and then you use the brush to kind of get in between all the cracks and whatnot. Make sure you get it all so that when you wipe, you don't have to worry about leftover areas that need to be cleaned in between the cracks. So just using brushes and getting the brushes enough where you can actually be able to get in between the cracks is something that I didn't realize was something that a lot of people don't do probably. So like it's not enough to just get a brush and just use the brush to get in between the cracks of your vehicle. Like you actually have to make sure it's wet and it's actually removing the dust out of these areas. Otherwise, you kind of like not doing the job. So that's very important. So if you all are working on interiors of vehicles, you definitely want to make sure that you are doing it the correct way. That's kind of like what my videos are doing. It's an in-depth watch tutorial of everything that I do to detail cars. And it's very simple, and you watch it and it seems super easy, which it is. But sometimes you want to see people do it so that you can make sure that you make the right steps, and hopefully uh, these videos give you some value. Right. So with the rads, I have two different rads. One is what I'm using like all the chemicals and stuff on. The other one is just like a dry rag that I'm using to like go over the plastic, uh, the chrome, the glass, uh, just to make sure it doesn't leave any streaks or anything like that on the vehicle. So, uh, all right. So moving on to the middle console part, I like to spray in the outlets because sometimes it be dust that's pretty deep in there. So using that spray kind of wets the dust, and at least it's not as visible. All right, so did that. Now I'm taking my dry rag and kind of just removing these smears of this part of the vehicle, glass. So, all right, so that's that. Uh, Most of this is completely done. I think the customer will be pretty happy with this. If they're not, they'll tell me. So, all right. So I did my light spray here. I'm gonna go ahead and use my brush now, and then I'm gonna use a steamer after that. The sequence and where you or when you use the brush and the spray and the steamer, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of just up to you to determine based on like how whatever you cleaning seems like it needs to be cleaned. So right now I'm just trying to get everything with my rag and the brush, and I may not even have to use the steamer depending on how everything looks. Or if I do use it, I may just use it within the cup holders. All right. So that looks good. All right, so that's the whole middle console. Bread, bread, the fly pulls up. We're in we're in the United States, and CHAPO. Congratulations on your outing, man. I actually have an Audi myself, so it's always nice cleaning the Audi. So the rest of the vehicle should go by pretty fast since we got the one middle console knocked out. Y'all, so I'm about to get started on the interior, the exterior. So before I do that, I gotta just do my door jambs. Uh, Basically, the door jambs, if you don't know, the door jambs are the plastic areas or the body of the car in between the doors before you get in the car, if that makes any sense. So a lot of the times, a lot of dirt and dust get stuck in between the door jambs just from opening and closing it so much, and the dust that comes in that just builds up in the door jamb. So what I do is I pretty much just wipe it out with a rag, or if it's really dirty, I pressure wash it out when I do the outside of the vehicle, and that's how I clean my door jambs. All right, so you can go around the whole car and just make sure all the door jambs are clean, so that when it's time to work on the outside, I can get it done. And then when I'm done, the only thing I have to do is the inside windows to finish up the vehicle. If y'all have any questions on my detailing process, definitely shoot me a comment and I'll answer any questions you may have. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, and I appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. Hit the subscribe button, show us some love. We don't have to do this, but y'all give us a reason to do it. So definitely appreciate y'all's support and appreciate y'all for stopping by. We also have an ebook in our description if you all are interested in learning about the detailing business. If you go in the description, you can buy our ebook on Amazon. You just go to the descriptions on any of our videos. You will see the link to purchase our ebook, which just goes over, all the steps that we took to start our business, to build our business over 100K in revenue. Um, and, you know, all the things that you can do to build your business based on practices that we have done and tested over the time. So if you are interested, definitely check that out. I also got a series of shorts where I pretty much read out that whole book out to you in the audio format. So if you're interested in a book but you don't want to purchase it for yourself, you can literally go and watch all my shorts from that period, and you'll be able to get all the knowledge that's in the book for free. So just for those detailers out there that's looking to get into the business and you want to get a head start, I give you all the facts that you need uh, to get started in your business. Alright, so that's that for the interior. Go ahead and close the door, and y'all just stay tuned as I get ready for the exterior. Unfortunately, we have to throw all this stuff back in the vehicle. So y'all can just be a little patient with me while I just put all this stuff that belongs to the customer back in the vehicle. So it's always best to do this stuff before you wet the car, because if you get all this stuff wet, it's gonna be hard to clean up afterwards. So that's why I'm doing this before I do the exterior. But I appreciate y'all for joining. Make sure y'all subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video for today. Thank y'all for joining, man. Shout out to y'all.